How's it going, everybody? Here we go. First build series for the Boston and Maine wreck train. Those of you who follow me on Instagram have seen that I've already kind of done some work to this car slowly since I got it. I think we picked this car back up in June. Picked it up from Centerline Hobbies out in Hyannis on Cape Cod. Store's been there for years from what I've been told. Unfortunately, we just found it last year. But it's become a staple now. Every time we go to the Cape, we stop in, see what they got. Seems to me like they do some consignment or buying old collections. So there's always something new. The wife found this one to go along with the rest of her Boston and Maine stuff. And as soon as she showed me, I was like, perfect. We need a flat car for the wreck train. So grabbed this. So far, all I've done was put some wood down on it, kind of cover the holes from production. I don't know why those holes are there, but they are. Tried to hide them. And now took the old Weaver 2-rail plastic wheels that no one ever uses, but they're nice and scale compared to the older Lionel larger wheels. The flanges are bigger, the whole wheel's bigger. So for this situation, these are going to work perfect. So these are just going to end up going right here. They'll get weathered, chained down, and glued. And then picked these up last week, or 2 weeks ago now, from B&F Hobbies in Rhode Island. And what an experience that was. If you guys have the opportunity to get out there, it's in Warwick, Rhode Island, I believe. Great guy. It's an amazing store. Make sure you have some time if you're going to go, because you are definitely going to need to get through all of his inventory. So pick these up. 2-rail MTH trucks. The only issue so far is these are roller bearing trucks. And the flat car is journal boxes. No big deal. You know, it's not 100% prototypical, but it's 3-rail trains. Come on, can't be that serious. So I got to bring these out to the shop now. Got to grind down the MTH logo. I might put in the side bolsters, but not too sure yet. And then I got to take this little piece that comes right out from here and grind the top down and a little bit further, as this goes in here. And right now it's sticking up. So I want to keep that lip there. And once I grind this down, that'll give me the look of an actual bowl on the bolster. And those are going to come down. We'll weather them all up, make them somewhat newer looking. The wheels will just weather the crap out of them. Whole car is going to get weathered. I got some leftover chain from some of my other hobbies. Just jewelry chain that I ended up finding over at like Michael's or AC Moore or something. Wife finds this stuff all the time for me in a nice small gauge and grabs me a couple pieces because you never know what you need it for. So we'll chain the wheels down, we'll chain the trucks down, glue them also. And then the trick from there is going to be trying to tie them in to here. Let me grab a screwdriver so it's easier to point everything out. Tying them into here. It's not wanting to adjust. Right now it's a little bit too large for it to fall in, but I think if I grab some small gauge wire and make a loop, I can grab the chain link, come down and bend and cut it real short, put some glue in it, call it a day. So that's the plan for this car. Figured I'll have the first video of the project to start with one car, and next video will be weathering and how I go about weathering. I don't use an airbrush. I've never learned yet, but one of my other hobbies in between model railroading was tabletop miniatures. So I've been painting models since grade school. So I'm better with a brush than an airbrush, so I will be dry brushing this. I'll kind of walk through how I go about dry brushing. It's a little bit easier in my mind, and it's also a lot cheaper route. So for anyone who doesn't want to go buy an airbrush, I'll kind of break it down how I go about dry brushing, what colors I tend to use, what paint I use, and all that. So that'll be in the next video. Until then, guys, keep works on your own projects, and see you soon.